What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Cooking with Calvin. Today I got a real unique video that I shot in Hilo, Hawaii, where I'm vacationing at right now. I'm actually still here in the airport on a layover, so I'm doing some editing in the airport. And the reason why I did it, because my son asked me, he asked me if I had a video of me cooking a rib in the oven. I don't. But it was a good chance for me to show him and all y'all beginner cooks out there in beginner cook world that you can still do it. It's the same thing. Use your grill, use your oven like it was a grill, or use your grill like it was an oven. It's the same thing. Use the same exact recipe in the same temperatures. If you're trying to do it in the oven, just take my recipe and do it in the oven, just like I did it on the grill. I didn't have any dino ribs. Y'all know I love them dino ribs. I didn't have any. Because the store out here in Hilo, Hawaii, they just didn't have them. So I got what they had. Y'all know I love the beef ribs. These are beef back ribs. If you have pork ribs, it's the same thing. Cook them the same way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to wash these off and get them real clean, and we'll go from there. Now, as you might notice, I don't have on any gloves. And that's because I forgot the gloves at the store that I was at, because I'm not at home. And they closed early, and I still wanted to do the video. So I'm just going to use my bare hands. I washed them, they clean, and all of that for the food police. So yeah, I got these ribs. They clean now. And the first thing we want to do is pat these ribs dry, real good. Pat them dry. You don't want the ribs wet. Get you some napkins, pat them dry. Also, pay close attention to me remove this membrane right here. Sometimes you can remove the membrane, and sometimes you don't have to. But I'm removing the membrane on these particular ribs because I want them to fall off the bone. I don't want that chew that the membrane gives, which is not bad. But look at how I did that. I got them under the skin and pulled that membrane off. So for the beginner cooks in beginner cook world, this is how you pull off a membrane off a rib. Now these are beef ribs. If you have pork ribs, you can do this. The recipe is the same. It's just you're eating pork and I'm eating beef. These ribs, I didn't have to trim them up that much. The butcher did it for me. As you can see, they don't have a lot of fat on them, but you would trim some of the excess fat off of your rib, but you will also leave some on there for flavor. So now I'm just going to shine some olive oil all over these ribs so my seasoning can stick to them. And another reason why I like this video is because I cook these ribs on a gas grill. I don't use gas grills a lot. I use offset smokers, charcoal, and wood. So it gave me, I was excited. I was excited to cook on that gas grill and see how these ribs came out. So like I said, for the beginner cooks, even if you're cooking these ribs in the oven, son, like my son, he asked me, just use your oven just like you see me do it on the grill. You're gonna put them in the oven, but I put mine on the grill at 250 degrees. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna cook them uncovered for 2 hours. Then after those 2 hours, you're gonna take the ribs out. You can put barbecue sauce on them and brown sugar and butter, or you could just put a little coat on with barbecue sauce, then wrap the ribs in aluminum foil, put them back in the oven or back on the grill for 2 more hours. So it's a 4-hour cook, and you're gonna have falling off the bone ribs. Right here, I'm just using some seasoning, your favorite seasoning. I'm using black coarse pepper. I use Lowry seasoning salt. You can use garlic salt. You can use any kind of seasoning, but try to keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? So I use pepper, paprika, and Lowry seasoning. So the Lowry seasoning is what's my salt. Now you can go kind of heavy on your pepper because that's what's going to give you a bark on those ribs. Now if you cook them in the oven, you might not have so much of a bark. You know what I'm saying? And if you're using garlic, use garlic powder. I always use garlic powder. Don't use garlic salt. It's too salty. So yeah, I'm out here in Hilo, Hawaii, man. Gonna put these beef ribs on the grill. The house was beautiful. The land was beautiful, the landscape. I had a lot of fun out here. And I wanted to eat because the Hawaiian food, it just wasn't my thing. I was trying it out a little bit, but I had to come and cook some of my own food. Y'all hear me? So here's the gas grill that I'm gonna cook these ribs on. As you can see, I'm out here on the patio. It's out here, it's very beautiful out here. The scenery was gorgeous. I had a lot of fun. So with this gas grill, I turned the first two eyes on low, and I made sure my temperature was at 250. If you're doing these in the oven, put your temperature on your oven at 250, just like if you was putting them on this grill right here. But don't put yours in right side up like I'm putting mine in. Put them in meat side down. I should have done that, but I didn't. It's okay though. Either way, it's okay. So I put them in the middle of the rack. If you had an oven, just put them in the middle of the rack. Put your oven on 250. If you got the gas grill like this, put your grill on 250. Make sure it's the heat is staying at 250 steadily. 225 to 250. We're gonna cook these low and slow for 4 hours. 2 hours uncovered. Take them out. Hit them with some barbecue sauce. Wrap them up in aluminum foil. Put them back on. 2 more hours. 4-hour cook. Falling off the bone. As I said, I thought I would show y'all a little of my footage out here. We had went to the ocean and to a few other sites, the waterfalls, the volcanoes. Very, very beautiful and peaceful out here. It was just gorgeous, y'all. So I enjoyed that, and I thought that I would share that on Cooking and Calvin channel while I'm showing y'all how I cook these beef ribs that was falling off the bone and delicious. Okay, y'all, let's get back to it. After cooking my beef ribs for 2 hours, I took them out. I slathered your favorite barbecue sauce, put that on there. They didn't have no Sweet Baby Ray's down here in Hilo, Hawaii. And I didn't make my own. I could have made my own, but I was limited in resources where I was at. So, you know, you can use your favorite barbecue sauce, slather everything on, and wrap these ribs. And as you can see, I got my aluminum foil like a cross. I got one piece going that way and another piece going the other way. So put your barbecue sauce on, wrap these ribs, and then put them back on the grill or back in the oven for 2 more hours at 225 to 250. Low and slow, y'all. 4 hours total, falling off the bone. Also, y'all, right here at this procedure right here, this is you can do it and you don't have to. You can use brown sugar. I actually used some coconut brown sugar that they had down here. It was pretty good, but just sprinkle a little brown sugar on here. You can put a half a stick of butter in this aluminum foil if you want, but it's gonna give it a nice kind of like a sugar sweet barbecue that goes along with that barbecue sauce and the flavor of the ribs. Beautiful, y'all, beautiful. So sprinkle a little brown sugar on there, and you can put a half a stick of butter in here with it, and it just goes beautifully with it, y'all. Cooking with Calvin. Now, you don't need a lot of brown sugar. Just sprinkle on about a teaspoon and a half on each side. And also, y'all remember, my exact recipe to all of my recipes and to this recipe will be in the description. They will be in the description, so go over there and check that out. You know what I'm saying? Now we will wrap these ribs. Also, make sure that you wrap them tight so they're nice and tight. Nothing is leaking out or anything like that. You want all those juices and all those flavors to be locked in. And I want to let y'all know too, remember, once my channel becomes monetized, I will be giving away $500 to one of my subscribers. Once I get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours and become monetized, I'm giving away $500 and you can get that bag. So make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit that subscription bell, y'all. Also, some of my videos do be kind of long, between 10 to 15 minutes. And the reason why I do that is for the new beginner cooks out here. So you can see everything in detail, exactly what I'm doing. And you can get your confidence up and you can do this. Especially my newlywed wives. I'm here for y'all. So wrap these ribs up, get them back in the oven or on the grill like I'm finna do. Okay, y'all, here we go. Round two. They already been cooking for 2 hours uncovered. We're gonna cook them for 2 more hours covered up and cook them slow, y'all. 225 to 250. You know what I'm saying? And these ribs will be delicious. You can use a meat thermometer also. They'll probably cook up to around 175 degrees after 4 hours, maybe even 180. You know what I'm saying? So put them back in your oven or back on your grill for 2 more hours, y'all, and watch these ribs. Okay, y'all, it's been 2 more hours and these ribs are gorgeous. Falling off the bone. You can put more barbecue sauce on them if you like, or you can just eat them just like this, just like I did. So 4 hours, y'all, low and slow. 2 hours uncovered, 2 hours covered. It don't matter if you cook it in the grill. It don't matter if you put them in your oven. Just make sure your temperature is 225 to 250, low and slow. And the total cook 4 hours. Thank y'all for coming out and rocking with me, y'all. Cooking with Calvin. Till next time. And don't forget, $500 when I become monetized, y'all.